ex-former Team Lancia driver, with co-driver Vittorio Bambilo heading off in an Astra which is owned by Mauro Bregliasco, looking for his second win here. A lot of local drivers who know the roads very well indeed. This is Dimitri Mavropoulos and his co-driver Nikos Antoniadis in a Escort Cosworth, and Antonios Heropoulos and his co-driver Michael. That's a nice easy name, isn't it, in his VR4. Now let's have a quick look, because it is hairy stuff here, I can tell you. 100% dirt roads, coefficient 20, 100 entrants, 22 stages, and a lot of the going is very, very tough indeed. Fiorio, living up to his expectations, takes an early lead, and here we see Heropoulos chasing him well as well. There were 5 British entries and lots of problems. The McRae boys, Alistair McRae and David Senior, never even got into the first stage. They had engine oil pouring all over a turbo in their locally supplied Subaru, so they pulled out. And Jimmy McRae and Ian Grindrod ended up blowing up their ex-SBG Sport Sierra Cosworth when a fuel line burst. The car blew up and was totally eliminated. The BP Celica of Terzia having some problems with the gearbox. This is a pretty slow rally though. 50% of the rally is run in low gears, so he's managing to get by. The Lebanese bank manager, Vahan, in an Astra similar to Fiorio from the Astra team. Fiorio has a great lead at the first regroup in Pavros. Now then, the news is that John Joannidis in his Sierra has been told he's been running on illegal tyres, so he's out. Ken Skidmore has blown his engine up. He's got burnt valves on the Escort Cosworth. Stuart Coupe, the other British entry, reckoned that the going was damaging his Escort, so he's just pulled out. So we've only got John Morton left with Whitaker in the Lancia as far as the British entries are concerned. Heropoulos starts very, very fast in the night stages. He knows these mountains very well, and he's proving it. Now then, stage 7, Fiorio has got a problem. He's broken his drive shaft, lost a lot of time. Now we get a chance to talk to him.
Alex Fiorio, after the first leg you had a comfortable lead. Is this still the same?
Yeah, this year is very, very hard. The roads are more difficult than last year, and now we are leading, but we had some problem 2 stages ago that we lost 1 minute and 10 seconds because we broke drive shaft, but now we are again in front.
Is it very difficult to drive these rough stages at night?
It's very difficult to drive because it's very narrow stage, and in the night you can't see very, very well all the roads, so it's very difficult.
Well, as day breaks for day 2, clear blue skies again. Terzia in his Group N car had a lot of trouble and finished the whole of day 1 missing second gear. But here we see Fiorio still in the lead, controlling the race from the front, and no technical problems at all with the car. Good idea of the sort of terrain that they're having to drive through. Still attacking hard is Antonis Heropoulos and Michael in their Shell Gallant VR4. Really all he can hope for is for Fiorio to have a problem, and then he'll be in a position to inherit the lead. But good steady driving from Heropoulos. Knows the roads well, being a local guy, of course. Here comes Vahan. He gave up rallying for a while because of the Lebanese war, and he's waging his own war here and doing very well too. Now we get a chance to ride on board Mavropoulos with Nikos Antoniadis as co-driver, and you can see how narrow these tracks really are, and there are big drop-offs to the side of the track here, and there's no Armco to stop you going over the edge either. these mountains about 100 kilometers up from Nicosia. And Nicosia, of course, the capital of Cyprus, that a lot of people forget is still divided into two with a UN dividing line down the middle. And parts of it are really a ghost city. It's rather a sad city these days. We're about 2,000 meters up, just over 6,000 feet up. Not worrying Mavropoulos at all. Now, Terzia and Shagides are leading Group N, but the competition is getting very close. Clianthos and Antonio have got their Galant just 1 minute behind and closing fast in Group N. That isn't them, incidentally. Here they come in the Galant. Seem very suited to this sort of terrain. Incidentally, John Morton and Whitaker in their Lancia have broken a drive shaft, so they're out as well now. Menelaos, Melisas and Zorpas are leading the two-wheel drive boys. And behind them is Nikonenko. And behind them is Zacharias Prestides. And some great views down the valley there as we see Georgiaos in his Nissan Sunny GTI. Problems occurred for the two-wheel drive boys. On day 3, Melisas broke a drive shaft and Nikonenko rolled his Lada Samara, which meant that Zacharias Prastidis was leading the two-wheel drive boys, leading the rally, and Group A, of course, is still Fiorio, and chasing him hard still is Mavropoulos and Michael, waiting for Fiorio to make a mistake, but he hasn't made one yet. And the Lancia is going well, although he's having another Lancia put together especially for San Remo, and there he wants to make a point to the Lancia team, who he feels should never have dropped him. This is Bekhira, a Lebanese champion. And his Astra is going well too. Plenty of enthusiastic support around all of these stages. Now then, in Group N, Mavropoulos, who was 4th, has got problems with his fuel pump. So Terzia, still with gearbox problems, has inherited 4th place. And of course, 1st place in Group N. 2nd place in Group N is the Haji Savas pair in their Galant. Local drivers again knowing the sections really quite well. And there's Menelaos Melisas with those problems we were telling you about earlier. 3rd overall then, Bekhira. Really kicking out the jams, ready for San Remo when he gets his new car. It should be quite exciting. And the highest placed local driver is Mavropoulos and Michael. If he had a works drive, he could really start getting some good results, I think. Wonderful scenery, but this is the man. He's entered this event twice, and he's won it twice. Alex Fiorio with Vittorio Brambilla. An impeccable drive from start to finish. And as far as the two-wheel drive boys are concerned, Zacharias Prestides took his Honda Civic into 1st place for the two-wheel drive honours. Group A goes to Alex Fiorio and Vittorio Brambilla.